You are still very far forward.
It's zoomed in.
Is it zoomed in? Oh. As you can tell by our choice of snacks, I have biscuits and Luke has a protein shake. You can tell where our priorities lie. And yes, this is a real background. We are using the backdrop of my dad's office because it's cool. And that is our dog, who was very loud.
Stop painting.
Stop painting. He was doing this all through my therapy call the other day, and I was like, I promise it's not me crying, it's my dog panting. So hi. It's been a while. I filmed like 1 or 2 things since coming to New Zealand, and I have not uploaded anything for a while, and I haven't like edited anything in a while, but it's been a bit psycho, and I thought we'd just do a bit of a update video. I'm Michaela, by the way. This is Luke. We are originally from New Zealand, but we are currently living in Germany because I'm doing my PhD, and we are currently in New Zealand because we've got a whole bunch of weddings and birthdays and Christmas and everything. Today's actually the 2nd of January, and so we've been in New Zealand since the oh my god, the 15th. Did we land on the 15th? 15th of December, and we went straight into a wedding. We landed on a Thursday, the wedding was a Saturday, and then the Sunday was our niece's birthday, and then there was Christmas and New Year's, and now it's the 2nd. So it's been a bit busy. We're also looking after the dog that we used to have, which is really nice seeing him again. But yeah, I just thought we'd come on here and update about, I don't know, like how we're finding being back in New Zealand and 2023. I'm saying this because he doesn't actually know what we're doing. I was just like, hey, be in my video. Sorry. How are you finding being back in New Zealand?
Bit hot.
It's so hot and humid. Oh my gosh, it's humid.
Nice to be back where everything's familiar. And you kind of just know how everything works and how all the supermarkets are laid out, and everything's in English. You don't have to think too hard.
You don't have to translate anything.
We're borrowing a car whilst we're here, so it's nice to drive again and just be able to go get stuff.
Lots of carpool karaoke.
Yeah. What else? Nice to see everyone again. Yeah. Nice to go to the beach. I've missed the beach.
Yeah.
Let's go for the beach and go for a swim. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm finding New Zealand hot. I don't like summer, and we decided to come back for summer. I'm a full-blown winter person. I will say that to the day I die. I know so many people love summer, but there's just something nice about it being cold outside, and you can just layer and layer and layer and layer. I feel like when it gets too hot, you can't unlayer and unlayer and unlayer.
I am appreciating that.
Gets to a point.
When we left Germany, it was like gloves, long pants, like cycling with ski mask.
Yeah.
And everything, because otherwise it was just so cold. And even with gloves on, your hands were getting pretty cold, so it is nice not to be that cold.
Yeah. No,
it's actually a good temperature now. It was a bit hot here when we arrived and pretty humid, but it's cooled off a little bit over the last couple of days, so
yeah,
can't complain.
No, true. And we've been making use of food here that we like, that we can't get in Germany. We've had so many meat pies because it's just not a thing over there. I think it's only been 2, but yes. No. I realised it was 3, including the one from the birthday
that was like a
lunch.
Gourmet meat pie.
Gourmet meat pie.
Wasn't a pie.
It was. It was a really good quality pie.
It doesn't count then. It has to be a like junky bakery pie. But not petrol station, because that's too low.
That's too
low
junky.
Quality. Yeah, too junky.
Yeah, it needs to be bakery.
Bakery pie.
Yeah. And we just had burger fuel for dinner. And
it's fantastic.
It was fantastic. You just, like, I feel like we haven't had good quality burger.
The Peter Pan's.
Yeah.
Peter Pan's.
Yeah, in Stuttgart.
Burgers are really good.
But I feel like it's still greasier than...
Oh, it depends. Some of the, like, the Baconator Burger Fuel burgers are pretty greasy.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the burger you get. I say Peter Pan's is similar enough.
Okay.
But yeah, Burger Fuel's good.
And then, what other food? Like, first thing, get off the plane, go to brunch, go to Countdown, the supermarket, and I bought pineapple lumps. And I sent a photo to people in my department, and they just couldn't understand the concept of pineapple flavoured candy that's covered in chocolate. But yeah, had some pineapple lumps. I've had my favourite biscuits again, which are in here.
Corn chips.
Oh, corn chips. Corn chips are so good.
There's not really good corn chip brands in Germany.
No, not that we found at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just been nice to see people. I dyed my hair. It's been a long time since I updated it. I ended up dyeing my hair. It is actually blue.
Well,
Like black blue.
blue black.
I can insert a photo here of the day after we did it was a really sunny day, and it goes really blue in the sun, so I can put that up so you can see it. But I was having a bit of an impulsive impulsive moment, and I was out with a friend at Chemist Warehouse and we bought dye, and so I decided to dye my hair. And then yeah, that's about it. We haven't really done much. We haven't even talked about 2023 at all, or New Year's resolutions. I bought this in Germany before we left because I wanted it to be in German, because obviously we're going back to Germany, but then we're only going back on the 2nd of February, and so we're going to be a long time. The whole of January you'd miss out on.
It's like
which
the
is
length
a
of the New Year's
significant chunk.
resolutions.
Yeah. Hey. But it's very cool. It's like a bullet journal style calendar where it's like filled in with the annoying stuff, like writing the dates and the formatting, but then it's all dotted so that you can, is it going to come up with it?
Just put some artistic flair on it.
Yeah, and like write in whatever you want to write in. And at the front it has like a whole section on, I did write my goals in English, but it has like a section for like personal goals and career goals and yearly goals, like 4 yearly goals that you might want to do. And so I've thought about what I want to do in 2023. I don't know what you've thought about.
I have thought about it actually. I haven't written anything down yet, but I thought I'm going to, and I thought we could both do a goal hierarchy.
Yeah.
If you don't know what a goal hierarchy is, Google it.
Rude. Not going to explain. You just have to Google it.
Having different layers of goals, so you sort of have broad category goals that relate to your values and your big picture whys, and then that breaks down into sort of sub areas, and then into the lowest layer, which is the sort of actionable things that you do on the day-to-day. So the day-to-day actions can contribute to multiple larger categories, and the multiple larger categories can have several contributing lower factors. So it's all yeah, it kind of helps you see everything in context, and see that even if you don't hit all of the stuff all of the time, you're still contributing to your overall goals. And so a bunch of good science about why it's a good way of doing it. And I do it with all my clients. So
you should probably do it yourself.
Probably do it myself. Yeah, so goal hierarchies.
Have you thought about yours at all yet?
I thought specifically I want to do one for work, just to help me plan out, because it's having the goal hierarchy also helps you prioritize different factors. So yeah, I thought about a specific work one. I think it's quite cool to do like a bunch of parallel ones where you have, say, like, I don't know, maybe your health and fitness and hobby ones. Shh. And then like a work and career one, and obviously there's going to be overlap between them, but then they should all feed in towards your big picture whys and your like values and your kind of conceptual ideal self. They should all contribute up to that, and then that's kind of where you draw your motivation for the day-to-day stuff. So yeah,
very cool.
I thought so.
I've decided to go for less specific things this year, because last year they were very specific and I didn't make any of them, mostly because I injured myself and started working 2 jobs, and so I ran out of time. I wanted to read 50 books and I read 42, so instead of not making my goal, I changed my goal to 40. Which I felt like was cheating. Well, it was one of those things where I wanted to read, because the previous year I'd read like 12 books.
So the goal was to read more.
So the goal was to read more. That was the purpose of the goal. And I could have technically done 50 books if I included all the books that I've read for university. But I felt like that was cheating, because it's like, that wasn't the point. And so I thought the point was to read more. And so I changed it to 40. Do with that what you will. But I'm being a bit more graceful this year with myself. I've marked it as 30 books for leisure, because I think I can do 30 books. I think that's pretty manageable. But getting to 50 was just, that's like 1 book a week almost. I didn't read 1 book a week.
I think 2 books vary so much in length.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm reading so many long books at the moment. And then audiobooks I really like because I can listen to them while doing dishes or whatever. But then obviously because it's an audiobook, it's, at least in my case, it's read slower than I personally read. It's read aloud slower than I personally read. And so then it takes more time to go through it. So, I don't know.
You should almost do more of like an allocated certain amount of time per day or per week, and then whatever books you get to is what you get to.
That's actually really smart.
Process goal rather than outcome goal.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm actually going to do a video soon of all the books I read in
I think I read 4.
But that's more than you read the previous year, to be fair. Like, you were on a reading frenzy?
I signed up to Goodreads.
Luke signed up to Goodreads.
It is a massive milestone.
It is a massive milestone.
I actually haven't uploaded any of the books that I have read to Goodreads.
No, you haven't.
I do have a Goodreads now, so.
And you should make a Goodreads goal for 2023, which is to read 5 books, maybe.
No, I think I would be better with a process goal.
Yeah. And I've said that I want to upload a 1 second every day again, because I did that last year and it was a lot of fun. I haven't actually uploaded it to Instagram or TikTok yet because the app is really glitchy on my phone and I had to download it month by month, so that was irritating. But I'm going to do that again next year. And I've decided that I want to make time for exercise but listen to my body, because last year, I think I had a revelation this year that I'm just not a weightlifter. I really enjoy lifting weights. No, like I love deadlifting with a passion. I cannot explain my love for deadlifting. But I am constantly injured. Just constantly injured. And I've gone through like knee pain this year and ankle pain and so many different issues that I can never beat my current PB. And I've just decided I think I just need to stop pushing it and just enjoy deadlifting at a lower weight and enjoy the process of exercising rather than trying to constantly get better, because I'm not going to compete realistically. I'm doing this because I enjoy it and because when I'm angry I can put on angry music and lift weights and it makes me feel better. So that's my make time for exercise, rather than like exercise 5 days a week and then I don't do it and feel guilty. Make time for exercise, but listen to my body. And then I was talking with my counsellor the other day and she was saying that I should learn to sit with my emotions, because I'm not good at doing that. I like bottling them in a box or just not feeling them.
It's just more tidy that way, you know, you don't want
to
sitting around all over the place, it's just messy.
Exactly. And then you do what I do and cry in front of all your colleagues when things pent up.
Messy.
It's very messy and I really hate explaining to people why I'm crying. So one of the things that I want is just spend more time journaling and spend more time meditating, because meditating really helps me, but I feel like I struggle to prioritize it because it feels very selfish just sitting there in your thoughts for 10 minutes. And 10 minutes isn't even that long because I'd scroll for 10 minutes. So those are my personal goals. And then just like career goals, I want to finish writing 1 chapter of my PhD. I know realistically I have to do more than 1 chapter this year because otherwise I'm not going to finish in time. But I thought I'd rather say finish 1 chapter than finish 2 chapters and I don't finish 2 chapters.
Because you'll likely finish one and be partway through a second.
And be partway through a second, exactly. So that's the plan. And then instead of just aimlessly wandering through, I've set a goal of reading 260 books/articles over the year. So like texts. Because that averages to one a workday, which I think is manageable because I take so much longer on books. But if I make sure that I'm reading an article each workday and then I progressively finish the books, then I'll actually have some good headway. Because I felt like this year I was like, oh, I'll just keep reading. And then I got to the end of the year and I'm like, oh, I didn't read as much as I should have read. And so I thought if I have a goal to work towards, yeah. And then the main thing on top of that was just like structuring how I work my work week so that I prioritize it a bit more, because I think I found it really hard this year. I don't know if other people found this, but coming from the pandemic and kind of having the quite flexibility of work from home and you just do random hours, and I really struggled with knowing when to shut off and being able to have a break, and I always said if I did a PhD I'd want to follow university semester so that I can actually have a good break in between, which I didn't do, and I felt very exhausted at the end of this year. So I just want to structure things a bit differently. Yeah, that's kind of my goals, and it's nice seeing them in my my diary so I can refer to them. And then yeah, that's about it. I don't know.
One of my clients, their goals look like an adult colouring book where it's got all the like concentric flower designs with like a billion colours.
That is
like
very
the
cool.
Most
that's
artistic goal page I've ever seen. Normally like box,
yeah.
another box flowchart.
I would love to do that. And I'm like, I feel like my brain is very creative, my hands are not creative, and so I have this grand design in my head and I just can't execute it, which is tragic. But yeah, anyway, welcome to 2023.
Ooh.
I just wanted to make this video as a like enter into the new year, and also as incentive because I now have to get this up very quickly, otherwise it's going to be dated and nobody's going to want to watch it. But also I thought I'd put a disclaimer that everything is very out of order, so I'm putting this now and it's the beginning of 2023, but I've still got all the footage from last year that I still haven't uploaded, so I need to do that. Everything's going to be out of order, but it will get up there. It's been hard actually. I think being here, we don't have our own place, and so we're constantly staying with family or staying with friends, and like
editing times normally in the evenings.
Exactly.
So that's how hanging out with people, which is good.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what we're here for.
Yeah, but then it's also just been really busy. Like we're not here having our normal work week. We're pretty much here to see people and go to events like the weddings, and everything takes a lot of prep time or just a lot of time, and so it's been a lot busier and we haven't really had the normal work week. So I'm giving myself a bit of grace this month, and I'll get up what I get up. I'm still going to film everything. Like we're going to a festival at the end of the year that I really want to document. We're staying in a caravan, which I'm so excited for. At the end of, did I say end of the year? I meant to say end of the month.
Caravan or caravan?
Camper van is one that you drive in. Caravan is normally one that you hook.
It is a camper van.
Do you drive it?
Yeah, it is a high top, high ace.
Nice.
So like a big trades vehicle.
Yeah.
So we should be able to stand. Oh,
Potentially
we'll stand in it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But we've always camped at this festival, and in a tent, and there's so much pack up and set down time, which is fine, totally fine. The tent also doesn't regulate its heat very well, so it gets freezing cold at night time and then boiling hot as soon as the sun comes up. So
hopefully the van will be a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
Probably still won't be amazing.
No, but we can crack the windows, can't we?
Should be better.
Yeah, so that should be good. But I want to document that because it's our last time going for a very, very long time. I don't think we'll be back in New Zealand for a while after this. And if we are coming back, all of the events that we would be coming back for are not in January. They'd be like the one that I know of in 2025 that we potentially come back for is in like between July and October, depending on when they set the date for it. So
Do another wedding?
No, it's as part of my work we've applied for a grant to write a book. So it would be nice to come back for the book launch. But who knows? Depends if we get the grant. Anyway, that's it from us. Happy 2023.
Happy 2023.
I was actually saying to Luke that my favourite thing about now being in 2023 is that I really can't write twos very well or consistently at all. They're always different, and I'm now happy that there's one less two that I have to write every time I write the date.
Small one.
Small one.
Small one.
But you gotta take it.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching this rambly random video. I'm gonna try have a bit more of a regular upload schedule this year. I was gonna say next year. This year. I really just want to prioritize this more. I feel like I enjoy doing it and it's creative, but I don't prioritize it because it feels like wasting time when I could be working, which is a very unhealthy mindset. So I'm going to try and actually prioritize uploading like twice a week and just doing it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
Check out Goal Hierarchies.
Check out Goal Hierarchies.
I'm sure Michaela can put a link in the Link in the bio.
Well, if you can, in the description box,
Sorry, in the
please.
description.
Somebody doesn't watch enough YouTube. Well, if you can send me a link, then I can put it in the description box.
I'll send you a link to put in the description box.
And I also am theming my whole year. So this year, I don't know why, but I've gone with a blue color. Oh, this is something I didn't mention. I've made a vision board, which I can actually put up on the, yeah, that's not gonna work. I'll put it up on the screen. Vision board. I did one last year as well and I talked through it. And I don't know why I talked through it, because it's just you seeing the same image on my screen while I talk. So I'll put it up here. And I'm very happy with it. But I went with a blue theme. And so I've ended up changing my whole YouTube to a blue theme. So
whoa.
I hope that you liked the new intro that went at the beginning of this video, which I finished today. And the new colour scheme on my channel. I had a lot of fun. And it's also a much better quality now. I just felt like I didn't have time to fix it. And so I didn't. And I decided today that it was on my to-do list. And I did it. Finally.
Good job.
Anyway, it's going with my blue hair. I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching. And I will see you with another video very soon. Even though it's going to have been filmed in the past. So enjoy that video. Whatever it is that goes up. And I will see you later. Bye. You don't need to wave to. This is our dog, by the way. This is who was the breathing culprit throughout that whole video. Say hi. You can shake too. Nicely. You are posing quite nicely. Come here. Shake. Shake. Good boy.